Well, live in the studio, Sidewinder. What's up, boys?
What's happening,
up, Andy?
I got to say, I'm really pumped to have you guys in here. You're one of the bands I really dig in this town, and I'm glad you guys are up here. Big special announcement, premiered some brand new songs up here at the Buzz, where it should happen. I like that.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having us.
And I got to say, Cody, I saw your Facebook post about how it was a dream come true to come up here. Are you from Nashville, Tennessee?
I'm from New Hampshire, along with Tim here.
Okay.
A little town called Pennacook.
Okay.
We came here 2018, I believe.
Yeah.
Started, try to start a band, and here we are.
I love that. You got two new members recently, I noticed. The drummer and the guitar player are different now.
Yes.
We got Tommy on the drums. And
Hello
we got
there.
John on rhythm guitar.
How you doing?
How'd you guys go about finding these guys to join this lineup?
Well, with John, he actually hit up Jess, who runs Synvox Photography, who's recording this right now, to do some photos for him, and we just became friends over a year or whatever, and he plays guitar and the same kind of stuff that we're into, and it just kind of happened. We just needed another guitar player, and he was down.
I love that. That's so much cooler. In this town sometimes, I'm sure as you guys have found, especially you going to like engineering school, you've probably encountered a lot of the Nashville stuff that goes on, but I cannot stand the audition stuff or when bands say the words, we had to get a sub. I hate that. That's so not rock and roll.
Well, it's also the jaded musicians that are surrounding us.
That is very true.
So saturated in that. Well, it's nice to find two guys that are really excited about what they do, and they come in here with energy, and like, our last gig was wild. We just ran around stage all around the show. So.
That's awesome. Where'd you guys play at?
Ridenhour Studios.
Okay.
In Murfreesboro.
Oh, I think I saw footage of that on Instagram. Right on.
Yeah, there's a little show out there we did, and it was a good one.
I love that. Hell yeah.
We found Tommy we were playing a gig at the Warehouse in Clarksville.
Okay.
And he played in a band that was called Kilroy at the time that's now called Taking Effect.
Nice.
And kind of like a straightforward rock band, and I was watching him play, and I could just tell by how he was playing that he was really, really good and could probably do really crazy things.
Yeah.
What is it, Animal from the Muppets?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see this now.
Yeah, so I just sent him a message, and he was down, and from the first practice, everything sounded right.
So you stole him away. You walked up and said, hey, man, leave these losers and join Sidewinder.
Well, he still plays in that other band.
Oh, okay, no offense.
He's like every drummer in
Our
Nashville.
first record sometime soon.
Nice. I love it.
Probably sometime in the summer.
Well, you got to bring it up here when it's done. I like to hear that too.
Definitely will. I'll keep in contact.
Right on. I love that. And I got to ask you, Cody, this was in my notes that your band ambassador noticed. But the name Cody Rancid on Facebook, is that your real name? Because if it is, I'm jealous.
It is not my real name. Real name is Cody Scott Thurston. But
That's still cool, too,
my
though.
oldest brother, who was my biggest inspiration, grew up listening to that early punk, like NoFX, Rancid, and then like Blink-182 and stuff, but later. But yeah, I was really inspired by the skate and punk scene when I was a little kid, and I just think Rancid is one of the wildest names. So
Yeah, it really truly is. It's definitely one of the coolest bands of all time, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I love that. Yeah. Well, let's get to the first song we're going to play tonight. It's a song called Stubborn. Tell me something about this tune before we spin it for Nashville, guys.
You want to start?
This was a song that me and Tim put together in the beginning. I was playing my acoustic one morning. Tim came out, and he's like, "What is that?" And I was just like, "I don't know." But basically, I asked him, I was like, "Can we metalize this? Like, can we make this a rock band type tune?" And then we got the rest of the boys together, and we sort of amped it up a few notches, from acoustic to electric. And it's going to be it's probably my favorite song off of the album, just because it's about a man who's not getting any help and he needs it. And I think a lot of people struggle with asking for help as far as like mental help.
Absolutely.
And I've seen it firsthand in my family. So it's just about getting over being stubborn, essentially.
Right on. Let's get into this tune now.
Nailed it, buddy.
Also, we got a big announcement the guys are going to make. We're going to play some more songs. 5 in a question game. Sidewinder's here. Stubborn on Nashville's Rock Station 102 on the Buzz. Got Sidewinder on the local Buzz right now, talking about Dolly Parton, David Lee Roth, all kinds of things rock and roll. Speaking of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it is weird that Dolly Parton is saying she doesn't want to be in it, but she's probably now going to be in it. Who's a band you guys would like to see get in there that's not in there?
Iron Maiden,
Iron
Judas
Maiden.
Priest.
Are they not in there? Oh, wow.
Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
How is that possible? It always feels like the obvious ones are not in there.
Yeah. I don't know how it's not possible, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, there's certain bands I'm like, oh, they're in there.
Is Pearl Jam already in it? I don't know.
I think Pearl Jam's in it, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're in it, yeah. Yeah.
Tool go in there.
Tool would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, a couple years ago, did you guys see the Nirvana controversy? Because it's supposed to be 25 years since your first major label release, but it was like the way they rushed Nirvana, and it was like 25 years since their independent release of Bleach, I believe. So everybody was all outraged and mad. But also some bands like that, you're like, of course they're going to get in their Nirvana. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like you're pushing Creed in there behind our backs or something, which I would vote for. Totally kidding. They would bow it. They'd gracefully bow it, I'm sure. Good Sidewinder here on the local buzz. So nowadays I feel like, as far as music goes, I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine a couple days ago about bands, trying to get their sound out there. It used to be live shows. It was touring, get a record deal, get a manager, things like that. How are you guys finding as Sidewinder you're grasping fans and getting new attention to your music these days?
Well, I think the two most important things that I've noticed so far is playing shows in front of as many people as you can, but not trying to saturate specific areas too much too quick.
Absolutely.
That and like building an online social media presence we're working on as well. Like I just did a guitar video playthrough for one of our songs called Burnt Out.
Oh,
We're gonna
cool.
do a bunch more for those, and we'll do bass playthroughs and drum playthroughs, and Cody will do vocal ones as well. So those will be coming out throughout the next few months.
That's a pretty smart move. I like that.
Another thing I've noticed is just bringing energy to shows. I think a lot of kids around here, like I said, jaded before, but showing up to a show juiced up and ready to go and wilding out and doing crazy stuff on stage, having fun, smiling. We have plenty of pictures Jess has caught from Fox Photography. Jess has caught plenty of us smiling mid-riff, mid-squeal. Timmy tons of tone over here. It's just great to bring energy. So that's what I've found has brought our closest friends and fans around, is just showing up with a good attitude and professional and just having fun.
I love that. And I love that you said shows, because I won't say any names, but I had a band on here one time and they said live shows were not the way to go, that they just wanted to get big on TikTok. I almost shut the mic off and kicked him out. But luckily I'm a nice and respectful guy, so I let it go. But I feel like you're right. It's like live music, it's always going to be the thing that people will come back to. You got to be great at that. Otherwise, what's the point?
Right.
Yeah, there's no substitute for that, I feel.
Yeah, it's so true. What is the rest of this year looking like for you guys? It's great to see that the world is pretty normal. I guess nowadays it seems it's normal again. Shows are going on. Everything's happening. What is the rest of 2022 looking like for Sidewinder?
Well, we're basically going to announce a brand new album that we've been working on for 2 years. And the name is called Anonymous, or Autonomous.
Ooh, I like that.
I got it tattooed on my neck here.
Oh, I got to see this.
Yeah, it's dedication.
Dude, that is, before it's even out. That's awesome.
Mama, I'm sorry.
You just broke her heart.
Yeah, so new album, Autonomous. And we got a big show coming up here with While She Sleeps at the end in downtown Nashville. And that is May 21st. So hit us up for tickets if you need any tickets. It should sell out, so it should be a fantastic show. It's going to be one of our bigger ones. And all of our boys, our gang's going to show up. So we got a good team going.
And the album Autonomous will come out the day before the show. So it'll be out on May 20th, and the show will be on May 21st, and you'll be able to pick up a copy there.
Oh, nice. So is it kind of like an unspoken album release show, you would say? Album release party, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Kinda. We're not calling it the official release party, just out of respect for the other band.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, you guys stand there and take pictures and sign stuff the whole time they're playing. I love that when bands do that. It's my favorite thing to do. So, always so good. And also, you guys, your team is growing. I understand we have a bit of an announcement that you have a new team member to the Sidewinder team. Who is that exactly?
We brought on a brand ambassador named Candace.
Nice, okay.
You want to say something, Candace?
What's up, guys?
No stranger to the station, of course.
We found Candace through, we went to Fish Fest last year. Shout out Larry Fish and Fish Fest. We played that a few months back. When was that? August or November? October. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's all a blur.
Time's flying.
Candace showed up to a show and brought her friends, and she came right up to us after the show. She's our biggest fan, and she's been here along the ride since. So we went ahead and slapped a title on her fandom. Now she's the brand ambassador. She's the face of all of our merch and stuff, along with Jessica, our photographer, and we're just growing our team as much as possible, as well as fans, but we're building out as well.
Yeah. A lot of responsibility, Candace. I want to see the neck tattoo you have to match his to the album. Show your commitment,
Only if you get a compliment.
Fair enough. On my forehead, it'll be great. Sidewinders here. We're going to play a 5-round question game, boys. Is that cool with y'all?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, nothing too political or dangerous, I promise.
Cool.
I won't ask you guys what you think about biological men playing women's sports or anything like that.
South Park covered that like 2 seasons
They
ago.
did.
Actually.
They've already covered it. Ironically enough, they already have. 5 random questions to get the music going here with Sidewinder on the local buzz. So it's technically still St. Patrick's Day weekend. I wanted to ask you guys, green beer or Shamrock Shakes?
I am under the age of 21, so legally I had to say Shamrock Shake.
And I appreciate that because I don't want to get in trouble. So thank you.
I'm going to go with the green beer.
Okay. Well, you guys.
Yeah, green beer.
Okay.
All the way.
Shamrock Shake.
Fair enough.
I'll take Shamrock Shake as well.
Fair enough. You guys could also spike the Shamrock Shakes with the green beer. Just say it. Not you, though. Everyone else. Not the drummer. Anyone else can do it, though. Question number 2 with Sidewinder on the local buzz. Last night in Nashville, Tucker Carlson was hanging out with Kid Rock at Kid Rock's pub down on Broadway. Did you see the picture of this? No. They were hanging out in the balcony drinking some shots, it looked like. I wanted to ask you, what kind of shots were Tucker Carlson and Kid Rock doing, you think?
What is it called? Pickleback?
Oh, probably. I could see a
pretty redneck.
I could see a pickleback.
That's some
Oh
Kid
my
Rock stuff.
gosh.
I want to say a flaming ba with ba, and it's not real, but I just made it up just now.
I like Irish car bombs, so maybe in light of St. Patrick's Day, just toss down a couple of those.
There you go. Yeah, I got to be honest. I would never expect to see those guys hanging out in Nashville. That's pretty random.
Yeah, that is.
That is when I saw the picture. I was like, wow, that's really random. Question number 3 was Sidewinder on the local buzz. We talked about this earlier. Cody Rancid, that is the coolest name ever, and I'm so glad that's your biological birth certificate name. Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys, what is one rock and roll name you've always been jealous of? I'll give you an example. My name's Andy Herrin, and I hate it. It's not rock and roll, nor is it cool. I always thought Eddie Vedder was a cool name. So what's a cool rock and roll name you like and wish you could have?
Sinister Gates.
Ooh, okay.
This one isn't really rock and roll, but there was a mayor of Fort Wayne in Indiana, and back in like the 30s or something, and his name was straight up Harry Balls.
That's amazing. I bet he played Pierre's. He
Really?
did. I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Wow, look
Sold out 2 nights. What about you guys?
Calvin?
Oh, for me, Slash.
Oh,
Huge Guns N' Roses.
if only that wasn't taken already.
Right.
You just try to do it anyways.
Yeah, that's the coolest stage name ever.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm all about the punk stuff, so mine's got to be Sid Vicious.
Okay, I like that one too.
I'd say Dimebag.
Nice. Right on. I love it. Question number 4. Meatloaf. There you go. Question number 4 was Sidewinder on the local buzz. So lately I've been noticing the whole big, because of like the 90s nostalgia has kind of come and gone. Now it's the big emo revival. My Chemical Romance is back. All these bands are selling at Bridgestone and stuff. What's one musical movement you'd like to see make a comeback if you could choose one?
Ska.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm a heavy metal guy through and through, so to me it doesn't matter if it's like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, or like Slipknot of now. I just want that.
Yeah.
Carry that forward.
Fair enough. But you guys?
I'm a grunge boy through and through.
Love it.
So
Okay.
he brought me over to the dark side, but
We incorporate both.
yeah.
Yeah.
My guys are like Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Chris Cornell's God to me,
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam.
Very cool.
So all that stuff.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. Yeah, I'm pretty much a metal guy. I'm straight through and through. And beauty about metal is it never really dies.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron Maiden is stronger than ever.
It's true.
A lot of these bands, I mean, Metallica is stronger than ever. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm personally grew up listening to My Chemical Romance, that whole emo type of, even though My Chemical Romance doesn't really consider themselves emo, like I guess they're always kind of put in there. So for me, I'm happy that they're coming back. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, so good for them. But yeah, I'm like Tim. Maybe just metal never dies. So
We want to carry on the spirit of heavy
I
metal.
want to carry it on.
Absolutely.
John?
What about you, man?
I don't think I can sum it up better than what Tim and Calvin just did. I mean, I like everything from Paramore to Pantera, so I mean, I'm
Nice.
cool with what's going on right now with the revival of that, but also like Tim and Calvin.
And I have to compliment Tommy how fast you said ska. It was so quick.
Real Big Fish needs to make a real
Dude, right? They really do. They really do need to. And final question number 5, with Sidewinder on the local buzz. So this is kind of a trick question here. It's very tricky. A lot of thoughts go into this. No pressure. But you guys can have your dream tour. We're talking 75 dates, direct support, any band alive or dead throughout history. But when you get back from this tour, the deal you made is you have to drive a pedal tavern for a living down on Broadway for an entire summer. Do you take this tour?
100%.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was
I'll do it for 2 summers.
Exactly. We've done much work to get
just
here.
do it forever.
I'll live in the pedal tavern to go on
Honestly,
tour.
honestly, I would rather not have to hear a bunch of bachelorette parties go, woo, Nashville for a whole summer, you know?
Yeah.
Get earplugs, brother.
But what if it was opening for Real Big Fish, you know?
Oh,
Now we're
I mean, now it's changing. Right on, guys. Well, you guys won. You passed it. You all win the prize of I get to play your next song. It's great. That's the prize. And I should ask you too. Well, first of all, first thing, I have a funny Chris Cornell story. You said you like Chris Cornell. Played a show with Soundgarden years ago, and it was a festival. We're backstage, and I see Chris in like the food line, and I'm like, I have to say something to him.
Low above his
He was just floating, and he was still alive, so it was weird. But so I see him, and I see this dude bothering him, like just behind him, and like Chris is like walking through, and I woke up and start talking to him. He's really nice, and the guy is the whole time is like, man, Chris, you don't understand. Black Hole Sun like saved my. This guy somehow snuck in. He was not part of the show, and he's like, it saved my life. It saved my life. And Chris is going, yeah, man, I appreciate that. And so he gets up to the soda. This is Chris Cornell, and he literally goes, do you guys not have Coke Zero? I thought it was the most rock and roll moment. And so I'm trying to save him from this guy. I'm like, Chris, I've got Coke Zero on our bus if you want some Coke Zero. So we walk to the bus. This guy follows us. And finally the guy ditches out. I'm thinking Chris Cornell's going to be like, I don't want any Coke Zero. I was just trying to get rid of this random chode. So the guy walks away and Chris is like, no, do you have Coke Zero? So he must have really loved Coke Zero, but it was not the way I ever expected to meet him. But he deserved a Coke Zero deal, I think. Yeah, that's how he keeps those abs. I guarantee that's how it was. All that Coke Zero. Cherry flavored. I also got to ask you guys too, because I got a note to ask this. What do you guys think the future of meta is? The metaverse, I believe, is what I would be referring to.
A wee bit scary.
Oh,
it's going to be exactly like it's going to face the same fate of NFTs.
Okay.
And if we're talking about live shows, it's definitely not going to kill anything with live shows.
Yeah.
If you buy a ticket to go see a meta concert, you're going to be a little sad at the energy there.
And I don't think I want to hang out with anybody that does that.
Exactly.
You know, what do you guys think the future of metal is then, like metal music?
The future of metal music?
Yeah, what do you guys think that is? Besides Sidewinder, obviously.
Thank you, kind sir. It's hard to say what the future of it is, but what I hope is that there are bands that keep coming out that make records that inspire younger kids to pick up instruments. Because it would be cool to hear a lot more music in the mainstream that has instruments, which is kind of happening now a little bit, I would say.
I'm hearing hi-hats on the radio again. I love it.
Right. So anything to move more in that direction to help inspire other kids. Like I remember being 14 and picking up like Ultimate Guitar and seeing Dimebag on the cover, and like that really had an impact on me.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to do something like that.
Absolutely. No, I love that.
I have an interesting idea. I feel like that since nowadays there's a lot of overprocessing when it comes to quantizing parts and stuff like that, I feel like we're going to hit another wall and we're going to have another breakthrough, say, that grunge did to the hair metal days.
I could see that.
I think that's going to be happening in the near future.
Yeah.
Stripped back, organic version of music will be coming out in the near future.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I'm finding that everyone in our scene is seemingly trying to out-heavy each other all the time. And we are not shy to heavy, for sure. But I feel like there comes a time when it just sounds like noise. And I feel like that's going to make a swift change somewhere soon. Maybe some more singing, some more melody, and not just 8-string guitars everywhere. But, I mean, no shame on that either.
Yeah.
I'll bang to that, too. Right. But, I mean.
Well, yeah, and just to piggyback off what you said, I mean, if anybody listens to kind of our whole catalog, we're all over the place. We listen to not just one type of genre of music. We listen to everything, and the beauty about our band is, and why I like working with these band members is because there's no such judgment of, no, this is too soft, or no, this is too heavy. Is it a good song?
Yeah.
And then that's the filter that we push it through. And I find that, the songs that we're playing today they're more on the softer side, but we also have heavier songs. So we're all over the place, and I kind of like that. Like I kind of take pride in knowing that we don't pigeonhole ourselves in just one single genre, and we're all open to it. And I think in the future, I hope that more bands embrace that and try to explore and get out of their comfort zone, kind of like how we are trying to do.
Absolutely.
Well said, Cal.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for heavy, these are two of our lightest songs, so you'll be pleasantly surprised when you check out and buy our album, Autonomous. And yeah, that thing bangs.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. And I will say, since you guys don't really stick in one genre, now we know about Tommy, this is going to be Sidewinder's going to do a ska record. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Happen.
Yeah.
It'll be a B-side.
Next year.
Well, I can't wait. Well, boys, it's been an honor having you guys in the studio. And there's an open door policy for bands I like. I always say this, and I truly do mean it. If you're a band that I like and you get the invite, knock on that door anytime you want and come on in. But it's invite only. Don't tell your friends.
Beautiful.
It's the only rule that I have.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, I appreciate you guys. Where can one find you guys online?
Sidewinder Band on Facebook, Sidewinder Band on Instagram, sidewinderbandofficial@gmail.com.
Love it. Right on.
We're on Spotify, Apple Music.
Sidewinderband.official. Is that what you said at gmail.com? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
and it's Sidewinder. The eyes are wise.
I love that how you spell it, by the way. It's a very cool spelling.
To watch the playthroughs and stuff that we do.
right.
As well.
And do not forget about May 21st. We are playing with While She Sleeps downtown at the End in Nashville. Should be a huge show.
And
Get
next
us off the tickets.
Saturday we have a show. It's on the 26th in Belfast, Tennessee, at a place called Malice Haunted Attractions with Dystopian.
Yeah, and we want to give a shout out to the people that are running that. They're a Facebook group called Metal and Tats, run by a great individual named Dana. So I want to give a shout out to them too. They've been very supportive of us as well.
Love that. Right on, boys. Let's get in one last song for you guys get out of here. It's called The Reunited. Tell me something about this. I like that title, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yet another one that Tim sort of juiced up for me. I mean, it came out on the acoustic originally, and it's exactly how it sounds. It's about reuniting. We just went through hell of a 2 years with live music, and it was really tough to get the ball rolling back on track after these 2 years, and it's about getting together and listening to live music again. So it's hopefully bringing people together.
I love that.
And Calvin threw that amazing bass line over that.
Goodness.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this now. Right on. Well, turn this one up. Sidewinder. Great to meet you all. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Go see him live May 21st at the End. Records out the 20th. Sidewinder, The Reunited on Nashville's Rock Station 102.9 The Buzz.
Woo!